You are visited by a knight who says, "We must stop the demons at all costs." That he can join if he can prove himself. Huh. Let's. I've never really seen this, so let's try the interesting option. He can join if he can prove himself. No, I'm afraid not. Oh well, we wasted a night. Yeah, I'm not going to use the third option in that case. Very happy. Here. The knight begins laughing and says, "I didn't expect to be your loyal knight today, but I welcome to position. I welcome to position." Okay. You are visited by an old man who asks you if you could spare a few coins, as he and his family had to resort to eating their family dog. I don't think I want to be giving 50 to beggars, but 5 gold coins is maybe okay. And I got rumors of my kindness spreading. Absolutely fantastic. The old man smiles with a grin so wide it stretches ear to ear before bowing to you and leaving. You're visited by an armed man who says he will serve in your army for a fee of 11 gold. That's absolutely fine by me. You order the gold to be paid and the recruitment is done. The armed man bows to you and says, "I pledge to fight for you, to kill your enemies and to bring glory." Actually, I want to see how costly are my peasants? 26. It could be better. But I think that my current militia leader gives me +1 public opinion per year. Unless I... let's make sure I'm not saying any... Yes, it's +1 public opinion per year. I suppose that's fine. Public opinion isn't actually that huge of a deal. I haven't been feeling like, but I'm not going to be playing as the evil dictator. I'm actually going to try to kind of keep my realm in some kind of an You are visited by a demon worshipper from the Azurak camp who says, "The demons are coming." A demon worshipper. I'm not sure if I should execute or throw him into the dungeons. Let's see here if just this will be what this will do. Okay, it will lower the amount of Azuraki demon worshippers, and more prisoners isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I don't really see anything other than potential benefits until you get to the capacity your prison can hold. The demon worshipper laughs. "I can watch Aslona burn from within then. He's taken off to the dungeons." You are visited by a man who identifies himself as a member of the Camp of Love, a hub of kindness located far in the west at Sangwood. He smiles, nods, and greets you before offering some counsel. "How are you today?" I suppose I'll thank him, so I don't lose public opinion. He nods and says it was a pleasure, wishing you good fortune before parting off. You are visited by a traveling jester who says, "Hello, if you could spare a moment, I've come to tell you a joke." "To the dungeons with you." "When do ghosts eat breakfast?" "In the morning." I think that I can lose public opinion if I don't have a good sense of humor. So I'd better, and I actually can gain public opinion from having a good sense of humor. So in the morning, I suppose. I suppose I'll say that it is a good joke. It's decent enough. The traveling jester begins tearing up with happiness before wiping the tears up, smiling and leaving. You are visited by a young hedge knight. My king, I wish to represent you on a quest. He says, I shall head out immediately. I will find honor and glory questing in the default ruler's name. You are visited by an armed man who, hopefully, we don't default our kingdom, by the way. You are visited by an armed man who begs permission to enlist in the mighty army of Aslona. Let's allow him to enlist. Wonderful! An angry villager, a village idiot actually, comes visiting us. He wants to join your army because he wants to impress a girl from his village. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a bit too much, that 100 gold. You are visited by a farmer who claims his cattle were killed by wolves. He asks if you could possibly assist him in burying new livestock. And buying new lives. Unfortunately, we are a bit on a bit of a budget at the moment. Well, then I have one thing to say. He opens his mouth and burps. So then, let's see here. Mercenary companies could be very nice things to have on my side, but they are also very expensive. Then there's diplomacy. We can't really do much diplomacy at this level of funds. Maybe. I won't be able to get anything with pretty much anything with this amount of gold from the kingdom upgrades. So I guess we'll recruit some people. By the way, do I have I have 1,500. I should maybe look at the all the laws here. Your scribe is brought before you. He unravels a fresh scroll eagerly, awaiting your new laws and edicts. Let's see here. I don't want a gambling tax. Absolutely not. A banking tax might be a good thing to do. I won't have enough in my bank to have it be meaningful. The scribe notes down your demands on a scroll and heads off to action them. You have declared banking tax. Action them you have, blah blah. Always with the what kind of a linguistic error even is that? That's pretty silly in my opinion. Land tax is not popular, but we need all the gold we can get with it is going to be 150 gold per year. It's not much, but it's something. Let's enact it. -5 public opinion. I didn't remember it being that bad. Okay, fine. -5 public opinion it is, then. Let's see here. We won't have enough to be subsidizing, but tax. That's going to be a huge hit on my popularity. So even though I just said we need everything we can get, that might be a bit too much. Is there anything... I'm going to declare forceful enlistment. It gets me more peasants per turn. And that they can later on be turned to soldiers. I'm not going to ban local militia or cease peasant training. Goblin policies. Before I enact these, I'd better enact banning goblin slavery, because 1. I always forget to get the goblins, and 2. I will start getting some free goblins randomly, I think, if I do that. So I feel like let's hire my tribal goblins. They are very cheap, so let's get all of them. +3 relations with Speculus. The goblin slaver brings forth the requested goblins and breaks their chains, pointing at you and saying, "This is your master now." However, right afterwards we are going to fire, or actually put him in a jail, our goblin slaver. So here, let's see here, goblin policies. +2 public opinion, +3 goblin tribals immediately. You have banned goblin slavery, or again without a period, and the slavers have been jailed and the slaves have been freed across your lands. 3 goblins have come to serve you out of gratitude. It did say that they are freed, so I'm not sure if I would have gotten the stock of goblins they had for free. Hopefully I didn't make too big of a mistake there, but it wasn't too much gold spent. I feel like that was worth it if it is like that. I'm going to force small mercenary groups. Their primary benefit, mercenary groups' primary benefit is that they can attack multiple times in a year, whereas you can attack only once. But they can be reinforced and their meanwhile their cost per year isn't going to increase, so I'm going to not have to pay as much to my soldiers, and I'm getting more powerful mercenaries when I give them soldiers. So in my eyes it's almost a win-win. But anyway, forcing small mercenary groups, I feel like it's going to make them more affordable for me. So let's force them in the first place more affordable. Let's see here. Crime policies. I don't feel like there is really anything here. Maybe at some point a rehabilitation, but not right now. I don't have the cash for that. We aren't going to declare any celebrations, even though there is that celebration type where you a celebration called Give Me Money. It's going to be every... Let's not have it every year. We'll have it every 5 years, maybe. I don't know. Let's have it every 5 years, sure. It's going to consist of gifts and gold. People getting drunk is going to give me more throne room encounters, but I've not really liked those encounters all that much. Maybe I'll enact that kind of a thing at some point, but nah. Anything else I don't think is going to be of any benefit, really. We'll see if this gives me actually a benefit, a net benefit, or if it is going to cost me. We'll see. Others. We could have some scourges, but I've never actually done this because they seem a bit expensive to my tastes. Longer harvest hours is going to make it so that you lose peasants over time, but you'll maybe gain a bit more income. Right now, harvest isn't going to be a major source of income for us. We could forgive outlaws, but nah. Maybe we'll force everyone to wear hats for... We already saw one turn of them not wearing hats. I'll see if I like how they look. It's going to be a cosmetic change only. The scribe notes down your demands, I'm pretty sure anyway, on a scroll and heads off to action them. The people are upset at the loss of freedom, but are happy that they all have cool hats to wear, so this one is kind of balanced. And we didn't even have to pay for their new hats. For once, the people will have to pay for their own things. Should we declare this year number 0? It might result in a public opinion loss, I'm not sure. These other things will be fine there. Evil policies. Yeah, maybe not these. They do have their places. But not for this realm, I feel like. Now then, let's hire some more troops. How many soldiers do I have? I have 77. That's not enough at all. You could afford 52, so it's not going to be enough to defend my 3 lands. Even if I hire every single one of these people. I suppose I will buy them. Just so I will have some kind of a skeleton crew defending us. Fine. The guildmaster provides you with the soldiers you request, and they equip your uniform and prepare to defend and fight for Aslona. We need some defenders. Need. Okay, that's pretty much all I can do. Let's... actually, I'm just going to call it 2. It's not an important save that one has 2 name already. We are in no position to attack anyone. Besides, they are really powerful. We couldn't... maybe these sacred blades, we might stand a chance against... Actually, no, they are really... But actually, no. Maybe these or the raining cloaks, they might be. Battles might be winnable against them, but we are not in no position to attack anyone. Word reaches you that the demons of the southern gate have risen and marched for civil lands. Many are terrified of the impending horde, and the folk across the realm are struck with panic. Oh, no. That's 50 income lost. And even more importantly than that, the amount of land you have governs how much you gain from how much money you gain from arenas, which is going to be a huge source of income for me. And this is going to make it so I only get 2/3 out of it. I think that's how it will work. This is going just great, isn't it? You receive word that one of your territories was ruined after being hit by a massive lightning storm. Your people are unscathed, but the land is now barren and dead. Word reaches you that Cutter the Beast, a local troublemaker, has formed a bandit gang within your lands. They are called Skull Vanquishers, and they say they will crush you. Let's see here. My spy report doesn't seem to be saying about the troop compositions. I was hoping it would, but I suppose we'll have to live with. We actually didn't. Actually could pay our wages. I'm surprised at that. Word reaches you that the demons of the Southern Gate have risen and marched for civil lands. The Unified Roses mercenary group has disbanded. You receive word that one of your territories was ruined in a massive lightning strike. Your people have escaped unscathed, but the land is now barren. You receive some in rent. You enlist 8 peasants. You send some in arena. Wait a minute, there is something I forgot to do in the previous turn, wasn't there? I didn't make trade agreements with the small goblin troops. The demon horde wiped out a bandit smuggling camp, destroying all within. That's actually good for me. Some people flee from the demons, abandon posts, some harvest. A local troublemaker has formed a bandit camp. We pay huge wages. The spy master isn't as great as I was hoping. Maybe I'll see if we'll be able to get a better one or a cheap one. Because this is not an insignificant amount of money. It's more than the wages of my soldiers. What kind of a... This is a very lopsided wage distribution. There are even people who don't get wages, like those goblins and foreign troops. Great deal more men join local militia forces because of rumors of a terrifying monster. Okay. There were 2 things I noticed in that we need to get some kind of... I can't afford you, I don't feel like, at the moment. We'll get somebody else. Or alternatively somebody better, because that will also pay for itself. I guess I'll go without a spy master for now. You are kind of cheap, so I guess I'll keep you. So, arrange diplomacy. Wait. Are there no minor goblin? So, I don't even see minor goblin things here. There are the Skull Vanquishers are here. 264 troops. That's not all that great. Little is known about the Skull Vanquishers, other than the fact that they seem to greatly dislike you and claim they are going to kill you. They are a group of bandits and outlaws and seem to have no issues raiding villagers and herding folk. Okay then. We'll think about... I really would like to have a group of mercenaries to maybe take care of some of these people. 850. Wait a minute. And no, it was... I deposited my funds, of course. That makes sense. Let's see here. The local arena seems like a good place to start. Who's our grand champion right now? 135. Well, I'm going to do the same thing I did the previous turn. I'm going to see whom he's going to fight against and decide from there. Bloodied. 169 versus 135. If these are accurate. And sorry about that, I failed muting myself, maybe, kind of. I'm going to see if we get anything out of this. I don't like the arts, but whatever. I'm going to still spend 900. It's going to leave me over 1,000 gold, which is where I want to be at. You lose your 900 gold bet. It's not too bad. It's going to go to the arena's pot. The entry fee is 10 gold apparently. By the way, sometimes I noticed that there is a possibility that they might give the arena for free. I should probably speak to the arena owner about that. You enter the little arena. It is a sizable venue where warriors come to battle and locals come to watch and bet. The arena is owned by a distant member of your family named Nalbrutan Dragonthorn, and the entry fee, blah blah. However, you are not expected to pay entry due to your blood relation with the owner. Oh. By the way, this game has a lot of these things where when it says attack, it doesn't give you any kind of a confirmation thing if you want to actually do the thing. And in this case, you probably don't want to attack the arena. I'd rather purchase the arena, actually. You inquire about the cost of buying the arena from Nalbrutan Dragonthorn, Thorn. You are informed that you can have the arena at no cost. This is what I was just talking about. They are going to give it to me for free. Ha ha ha. Take the arena. Now this is going to maybe compensate a little bit the lost revenue from that lost land. He nods and hands you the key to the place and says, "All yours now, good luck," before leaving. The arena is yours now. We don't really have the money to do any kind of upgrades, so they could be nice things to have, of course, but we can't do them. Anyway,